The bright studio lights shone down as Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, sat across from beloved comedian Martin Short. The two were appearing on Short's popular late-night talk show, and Harry had an important mission: to promote his new beauty brand, Pleasing, and get Short to try one of the products live on air. As the interview progressed, Harry eagerly brought up his latest venture, explaining the inspiration and ingredients behind his new line of wellness drinks. He spoke passionately, gesturing towards the glass of Pleasing signature tonic that sat on the desk between them. "I'd love for you to give it a try, Martin," Harry said with an inviting smile. "I think you'll really enjoy the flavor." But to Harry's visible disappointment, Short quickly waved off the offer. "Oh, I'm afraid I don't have time for that right now," he said dismissively, turning his attention back to the questions at hand. The abrupt refusal hung in the air, and the atmosphere in the studio suddenly felt tense. Harry's expression shifted, his brow furrowing slightly as he processed Short's rebuff. The once warm exchange had taken a palpably uncomfortable turn. Viewers watching at home picked up on the shift in dynamics. Many took to social media to voice their frustration with Short's handling of the situation, arguing that he had been overly brusque in shutting down Harry's request. "Martin could have at least pretended to take a sip. That was so rude," one commenter wrote. "He's the host, the least he could do is humor the guest a little." Others echoed this sentiment, noting that as the show's presenter, Short should have made more of an effort to accommodate Harry's ask and provide a platform for him to promote his brand. "It's part of the host's job to make their guests feel supported and comfortable," said another viewer. Martin just seemed annoyed and wanted to move on. The exchange highlighted an important dynamic in the world of celebrity talk shows: the delicate balance between host and guest, and the need for mutual respect and accommodation. While hosts maintain control of the conversation and flow of the program, experts argue they have a responsibility to create an environment where famous visitors can comfortably share their projects and passions. "These celebrity guests are taking time out of their busy schedules to appear on these shows," said media analyst Samantha Greer. "The least the host can do is take a few minutes to engage with what the guest wants to promote, even if it's not their personal preference." In Harry's case, the Pleasing brand was clearly important to him, and he seemed eager to get Short's feedback. By dismissing the request so abruptly, Short may have unintentionally undermined Harry's efforts and created an uncomfortable situation for the royal guest. Of course, there are limits to how much a host must cater to every whim of their visitors. Shows have time constraints, and hosts need to maintain the pace and flow of the program. But experts say there's a way to politely acknowledge a guest's asks while still moving the conversation forward. Martin could have said something like, "That's great, I'd love to try it another time, but for now let's talk about," suggested media trainer Alex Walters. That would have validated Harry's request while refocusing things on the interview at hand. Ultimately, the awkward Pleasing moment served as a reminder of the delicate dance between talk show hosts and their celebrity guests. While hosts hold the power, a little graciousness and accommodation can go a long way in creating a positive, collaborative atmosphere, one where both parties feel heard and respected. It's a lesson that could benefit hosts and guests alike.